Welcome to the DATABASICS Clock-in/Clock-out tutorial. Let's start by logging in. We're taken to the dashboard where we then click on the Clock In button. The clock is currently not moving, so I know that it's not running at the moment. Clicking on the clock will take us to options for specifics about what I'm working on. Details are filled in automatically about the last project that I worked on. I can provide notes now or later, and I can choose when to automatically clock out in case I forget. The default is set to the end of the day, which usually means the end of the workday, based on your preferences. I can make all the changes that I want to make, and I can even favorite those options so that I can quickly choose it the next time I clock in. It's all good for now, so I'm going to click Clock In. At the top, I can see my exact clock-in time down to the second in green. The time in red is when I clocked out, which I haven't done yet, so it's set to 0. I can now write notes and hit save. Then, when I go to the dashboard, the clock is now moving and I'll get an email to let me know that I've clocked in. I'll get another email when I clock out. Let's log out of the app to make sure that it's still working. When I log back in, I can see the clock still moving. Now, let's clock out. Click the clock again, change the notes if you need to, then click Clock Out. The system has saved my clock in and clock out. Because my company is configured to work in 15-minute increments, it counted 0.0 hours, but it does ask me if I'd like to see it in my timesheet. I'll say no and it'll take me back to the clock-in area. If I need to switch to a different task, I can fill in that information here and start the clock again. Let's check out our timesheet. Go back to the dashboard, then click My Current Timesheet. It logged that I clocked in, but it didn't log any hours, so it didn't add anything to my time. If I click on this button, I can see the 2 that I have logged for this project. We can also see that the system is capturing the location of my clock-ins using Google Maps, so you can see exactly where I was when I clocked in and when I clocked out. That's it for now, so I'm going to hit Submit, which allows me to save and exit. Then I go back to the dashboard. And that's how you use Clock In/Clock Out in the DATABASICS mobile app.